the Mazda 3 or Mazda 3 is a compact car manufactured in Japan by the Mazda Motor Corporation. It replaces the Familia Protegé copyright and was introduced in 2003 as a 2004 model year. A more performance-oriented version of the Mazda 3 is marketed as the Mazda Speed 3 in North America and the Mazda 3 MPS in Europe. A second-generation Mazda 3 for the 2010 model year was unveiled in late 2008, with the sedan premiering at the Los Angeles Auto Show and the hatchback at the Bologna Auto Show. For the 2012 model year, Mazda began offering the Mazda 3 with their newly developed SkyActiv technology, including a more rigid body, a new direct injection engine, and a new 6-speed transmission. The current third generation was introduced in mid-2013 as a 2014 model. First generation, the Mazda 3 has been generally well received by the automotive press for its performance, handling, styling and interior, with some describing it as feeling like a more expensive sports sedan despite its value-oriented price. Some criticisms have included fuel economy and crash test results, the latter of which was rectified by making 6 airbags standard. In 2006 the Mazda 3 was the second best-selling car in Canada and the best-selling car in Israel during 2005 Euro 2007. Design: the Mazda 3 is based on the Ford Global C1 platform, shared with the latest European Ford Focus and Volvo S40. Previewed by the MX Sportive concept car, the Mazda 3 is available in two body styles, a 4-door sedan, marketed as Cooper copyright style in Europe, and a 5-door hatchback, branded the Sport version in Canada, Japan, and the United States. Design work began under chief designer Hideki Suzuki in 1999 at 3 Mazda design centers in California, Frankfurt, Germany, and Hiroshima, Japan. By 2001, Hasip Jurgen's design was chosen as a finalist. Jurgen was sent to work in Hiroshima for 6 months, after which the final design was frozen for scheduled 2003 production. The front suspension comprises McPherson struts, with coil springs and an anti-roll bar. The rear suspension is a Ford-designed E-Link multi-link suspension, with 4 locating links per wheel and an anti-roll bar, suspended on coil springs that are mounted inboard of the shock absorbers to reduce suspension intrusion into the cargo area. 4-wheel disc brakes are fitted, with 300 ohm discs in the front and 279 ohm discs in the rear. ABS and electronic brake force distribution are available or standard, depending on the model. Wheel and tire sizes vary with model, from 15 inches on base models to optional 17 wheels on upper-level models. When first introduced, United States market Mazda 3 models were available in only 2 trim levels, I and S, with the 2.0L and 2.3L engines, respectively. Since then Mazda has introduced additional models under the Touring and Grand Touring labels. British Mazda 3s are offered in S, TS, TS2, Sport, and a top-end 2.3L turbocharged Mazda 3 MPS models. Since April 2008, when there was a mainly cosmetic facelift of the Mazda 3, there have been some changes to the trim designations for UK cars, with the models now being the entry-level S, then Takara, the Tamara Special Edition and the Sport and MPS as before. All 3 models use the inline-4 Mazda MZR engine, with various types, displacements and outputs including the MZCD turbo diesel, depending on model and market. Transmissions are a 5-speed manual transmission and a 4-speed automatic transmission. Since the 2006 model year, a 5-speed automatic is optional on models with the 2.3L engine. This transmission has now been made standard on the 2.0L engine in Japan, as part of a minor facelift in early 2008 which includes different front-rear bumper designs, new wheel designs and body colors, stiffened chassis, and better interior materials. The MPS/Mazda Speed version is only available with a 6-speed manual. Engines: the Mazda 3 features the following engines: Japanese market, 1.5L, 118 PS, 140 Nm, 2.0L, 150 PS, 183 Nm, 2.3L, 171 PS, 214 Nm, European market, 1.4L, 84 PS, 122 Nm, 1.6L, 105 PS, 145 Nm, 2.0L, 150 PS, 187 Nm, 2.3 LMZ RDISI turbo, 260 PS, 380 Nm, 1.6 LMZ CD common rail diesel, 109 PS, 240 Nm, 2.0 LMZ RCD common rail diesel, 143 PS, 360 Nm, 2.2 LMZ RCD common rail diesel, 185 PS, 400 Nm, American and Canadian markets. 2.0L, 148 bhp, 135 lb-FAFTPZ EV engine, 145 bhp, 144 bhp. 132 lb-FAFT, 2.3L, 160 bhp, 150 lb-FAFTPZ EV engine, 153 bhp, 149 lb-FAFT, 2.3 LMZ RDISI turbo, Mazda Speed 3, 263 bhp, 280 lb-FAFT. Mazda changed the rating for US and Canadian markets. 2007 2.3L naturally aspirated engine, 2.3L, 160 bhp, 150 lb-FAFTPZ EV engine, 151 bhp, 149 lb-FAFT, Asian markets, 1.6L, 110 bhp, 107 lb-FAFT, 2.0L, 148 bhp and 138 lb-FAFT, Australian market, 2.0L, 145 bhp, 134 lb-FAFT, 2.3L, 154 bhp, 150 lb-FAFT, 2.3L, DCMZR, 260 bhp, 280 lb-FAFT, 2.0 LMZ-RCD common rail diesel, 143 PS, 360 Nm, South African market, 1.6L, 109 bhp, 108 lb-FAFT, 2.0L, 140 bhp, 134 lb-FAFT, 2.3L, 154 bhp, 150 lb-FAFT, 2.3L, DCMZR, 260 bhp, 280 lb-FAFT. Performance. Official performance figures for the European Mazda 3 1.4S, the lowest powered model, are 0 a 100 km/h in 14.3 seconds, with a maximum speed of 170 km/h. Wheels magazine reported an 8.7 second 0 a 100 km/h time for the Australian 2.0 model in its May 2004 issue. The 1.6 CITD 80 kW diesel with a 5-speed manual does 100 km/h in 11.6 seconds and has top of 182 km/h according to the official Mazda specifications. In test results for the 2012 Mazda 3 Morgage Sport 5-door 2.0-litre engine, it has been reported as having an acceleration time of 9.2 seconds and a top speed of 190 km/h. In its test results for the 2004 Mazda 3 5-door with a 2.3-litre engine, Car and Driver magazine reported a 0 a 60 mph acceleration time of 7.4 seconds and a governor-limited top speed of 190 km/h. Car and Driver documented the acceleration of a 2007 Mazda 3 4-door sedan. Equipped with a 2.3-litre engine and 5-speed manual transmission, the Mazda 3 has a 0 to 60 mph time of 7.3 seconds and completes the quarter-mile in 15.8 seconds at 88 mph. The fuel consumption of these models averages in the 10L/100 km, with the 2-litre 2008 Mazda 3 automatic transmission model scoring a 10L 7.6L/100 km City Highway United States Environmental Protection Agency rating. 2006. For the 2006 model year, Mazda added variable valve timing and variable length intake runners to the 2.0L engine, resulting in a power increase to 150 bhp. The automatic transmission used in Mazda 3's trim with the 2.3L engine was changed from a 4-speed to a 5-speed design. The larger 2.3L engine was PZEV certified for vehicles sold in California and other states that have adopted California automotive emission standards. The 2.0L engine had already been PZEV certified. The color palette was also simplified in 2006, with the deletion of canary yellow and lava orange mica. 2007. Actual release date July 2006, the 3 received a minor cosmetic facelift for the 2007 model year with minimal exterior, interior and mechanical changes. On base models, the black plastic at the top of the grille became body-colored. The front fascia and bumper were changed with a floating fig-like design, and the lower air intake opening was reshaped to better resemble the typical Mazda 5-point face. All Mazda 3 sedans and 5 doors gained the same Axela clear lens-style rear tail lights as the SP23 model, which in 2007 Mazda brought out the Mazda Axela similar to the Mazda 6 Atenza. In addition, the Grand Touring trim also featured LED brake lights. The LED brake lights were added to compete with the growing trend of higher-end vehicles using LED tail lamps for more visible light output. The range of alloy wheels were redesigned, featuring a 17-inch alloy wheel for the Grand Touring version. The rear fascia was slightly changed, adding a notch on the bumper cover of the sedan. Several new exterior colors were added: Phantom Blue, a copper red metallic, Aurora Blue and Dark Cherry. The titanium gray color was replaced with the darker Galaxy gray color. The interior of the Mazda 3 was offered with several new color choices and an audio jack in the center console, allowing the use of digital music players. Also, Takara models, which were introduced in the 2008 upgrade, added climate control and 6 CD or touch hanger to the TS specification. The 2007 model also includes less visible mechanical changes. The keyless entry system was improved. Reinforcements to the body shell improve overall chassis rigidity. The front dampers of the McPherson Strut suspension have been retuned to quicken steering response and reduce understeer. The hydraulic dampers of the multi-link rear suspension were also retuned to match the front suspension changes. Mazda engineers and designers addressed concerns regarding cabin noise level by redesigning or changing multiple systems and adding sound deadening material to the roof lining and hood panel. The bumper-to-bumper warranty was reduced to 36 months/36,000 miles, while the powertrain warranty was increased to 60 months/60,000 miles in most markets. In the UK, all Mazda 3s have a 3-year unlimited mileage warranty, 3-year roadside assistance and 12-year anti-perforation warranty as standard. Canadian Mazda 3s received standard seat-mounted side airbags and body shell-mounted side curtain airbags across the model range. Previously both airbag types were not available. 2008. In Canada, the 2008 model year was replaced in spring 2008. An additional trim level included the Sport GX with a 2.0L engine. Previously all sport hatchbacks had a 2.3L engine and came only in GS or GT trims. Compared to the GX sedan, the GX hatchback has body-colored door handles, and fog lamps. Options for the Sport GX include air conditioning, a convenience package containing power accessories and 15-inch alloys, and a rear trunk spoiler. The GS sedan received standard 16-inch alloy wheels, previously only available with a moonroof option, while the GX had 15-inch alloy wheels added to the convenience package. The GS hatchback now comes with factory-installed air conditioning. GT models received standard xenon headlights, previously part of the leather package. In the US, the i-Touring trim level was replaced by the i-Touring Value model. This new model added a body-color front grille, fog lights and 17 inches alloy wheels, giving it a very similar appearance to the more expensive S models. The interior also received leather-covered steering wheel and shift knob from the S model. Anti-lock brakes and side impact airbags, previously optional, were now standard. 2009, Initial news reports indicated the 2009 model year would receive a minor facelift with exterior design modifications that included chrome door handles, a new roof spoiler, expanded use of black moldings on the rear bumper, and new alloy wheel options. This turned out to not occur in the US or Canadian market. The 2009 model year was only a few months long as production ceased in November 2008. Second generation. In development from 2004 and designed under Kunihiko Kurisu from early 2005 to August 2006, in October 2008 Mazda released pictures and videos showing the next-generation design of the Mazda 3. Mazda has restyled the exterior to reflect its then design language and a dual exhaust. Two engines are offered in the US and Canadian markets. The 2.0L petrol engine offered in the previous generation and a new 2.5L inline-4 that is shared with the second-generation Mazda 6. The C1 architecture, a collaboration of Ford, Mazda, and Volvo, from the previous generation is carried over. The new model is marginally wider, longer and lighter than the previous generation Mazda 3. The 2.3L engine was replaced with a 2.5L engine that produces 167 bhp and 167 lb-ft of torque. In other markets, more engines are offered including a new 2.2L turbo diesel engine. A 2010 Mazda 3 with a 2.5-litre engine and 6-speed manual transmission accelerates to 60 miles per hour in 7.4 seconds and completes the quarter mile in 15.7 seconds at 89 miles per hour. Mazda unveiled the 2010 Mazda 3 sedan at the Los Angeles Auto Show on November 19, 2008. The new Mazda 3 is slightly larger than the older Mazda 3 and is available in I and S versions. The I is powered by a 148 brake horsepower 2.0L engine while the S is powered by a 167 brake horsepower 2.5L engine adapted from the Mazda 6. Both engines are also available in PZEV versions, the 2.0L producing 144 bhp and the 2.5L producing 165 bhp. The 3's Grand Touring model adds leather seats, power driver's seat, rain-sensing windshield wipers, dual-zone automatic climate control, and steerable active xenon headlights as standard equipment. The hatchback was unveiled a few weeks after the sedan at the Bologna Motor Show. The European model includes the iStop feature for the 2.0L DISI engine with an estimated increased fuel economy and city cycle by roughly 12%. This feature stops the engine each time the car comes to a complete stop. It quickly starts up again with the clutch pedal depression. Changes occurred to the features and options of the Mazda 3 midway through 2010. Features such as side mirrors with integrated turn signals, footwell lighting, and power seat memory functions were removed. Mazda Speed 3. Full details and images of the high-powered Mazda Speed 3 were released at the Geneva Motor Show in March 2009. Like the previous generation, the Mazda 3 hatchback variant has been selected as the basis for the second-generation Mazda Speed 3. 2012 update. The 2012 Mazda 3 with SkyActiv powertrain was unveiled at the Canadian International Auto Show in Toronto, February 2011. It comes with Mazda Euro 1 registered trademark SkyActiv G 2.0-litre, direct injection gasoline engine, and SkyActiv Drive 6-speed automatic or SkyActiv MT 6-speed manual transmission. There are minor exterior updates, revised grille and air intakes, and a reshaped rear valance panel. SkyActiv models receive a blue ring around the projectors in the headlamps. Car and Driver reported that such a Mazda 3 can reach estimated EPA fuel economy ratings of 30 mpg city and 39 to 40 highway. Engines, third generation. The third-generation 2014 Mazda 3 was revealed in Australia on June 26, 2013. It now sits atop the new SkyActiv chassis, no longer sharing the Ford C1 platform. It is the third vehicle to sport the Mazda's KODO, Soul of Motion design language, after the CX-5 and Mazda 6. Two SkyActiv engines will be offered in North American markets. The 2.0L and the 2.5L. Initially only the smaller engine is available with 6-speed manual, The bigger motor is only matched to the automatic transmission, but later a manual gearbox was also offered with the 2.5-litre engine. The 2014 Mazda 3 equipped with a 2.5-litre engine and 6-speed automatic transmission accelerates to 60 miles per hour in 6.9 seconds and finishes the quarter mile in 15.2 seconds at 95 miles per hour. Model grades are Sport, Touring, and Grand Touring. The 2014 model ranked number 1 among affordable small cars in U.S. News & World Report's rankings. In Europe, 3 SkyActiv petrol engines are offered, one at 1.5-litre and 2 at 2.0-litre. And a 2.2-litre SkyActiv D is available. In Australia, 2 SkyActiv petrol engines are available. The 2.0 SkyActiv G is available in Neo, Mauxx and Touring trim levels, whilst the 2.5 SkyActiv G is available in the SP25, SP25 GT and Destina trim levels. All trim levels are available with a 6-speed manual or 6-speed SkyActiv drive automatic transmission. Thailand models of Mazda 3 went on sale on March 18, 2014. Mazda 3 SkyActiv CNG concept. It is a concept version of Mazda 3 with engine powered by compressed natural gas. The vehicle was unveiled in 2013 Tokyo Motor Show. Mazda 3 SkyActiv Hybrid. It is a version of Mazda 3 with SkyActiv G 2.0 engine with 14-1 compression, electric petrol drive. The vehicle was unveiled in 2013 Tokyo Motor Show. Production. Taiwan models of Mazda 3 were produced by Ford Liuho Motor Company, Limited. Production of U.S. model of Mazda 3 sedan at Mazda de Mexico Vehicle Operation in Salamanca, Guanajuato began in January 7, 2014 as the factory's first production vehicle model. As of January 22, 2014, cumulative production of the Mazda 3 production reached 4 million units since June 2003. Production of Thailand models of Mazda 3 at Auto Alliance Company, Limited began in March 14, 2014. Within months of release, the 3 was the 15th best-selling car in Thailand. Motorsports. The Mazda 3 was introduced to the Speed World Challenge in 2009. Team Zalin entered a Mazda 3 in the Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge Street Tuner class in 2010. Mazda South Africa, in conjunction with MFC, entered 2 Mazda 3 MPS models into Class T of the South African Production Car Championship from 2007 to 2010. Mazda 3 is used in the seat category NASCAR Stock V6 Series in Mexico. References. External links: Official USA Mazda 3 website, Official UK Mazda 3 website, Official Canadian Mazda 3 website, Good Pictures, Official China Mazda 3 website, 2014 SkyActiv Mazda 3 test drive story in Malaysia blog.